and play, cramming it into a closet like an all-pro dad. I de-escalated a confrontation between our two older kids and confiscated the dart set they found in the basement. That seemed safe. After finishing the rest of the unloading process, I assisted my wife with bath time for the little ones, helped our older kids locate a place to sleep, convinced the one still bleeding from the badly thrown dart that a Band-Aid was not needed because it was merely a flesh wound, and then collapsed into bed around 10 p.m. After all, I had to get up at 5 a.m. to make the 2-hour drive back to work because I had a meeting the next morning I just couldn't miss. Or so I thought. As I do every morning, I woke up without my alarm, jumped right in the shower. I remember having a random thought as I was looking through my overnight bag for a toothbrush. Where did I put my car keys? I retraced the previous night in my head, the storm, the homeowner conversations, the in-law greetings, and the juggling act to get kids settled. I couldn't remember doing anything with them. I must have left them in the car. That probably wasn't smart. Stepping outside into that dark, muggy Chattanooga morning was a moment I'll never forget. Weird. Where is my car? Didn't I park it in the driveway? I was sure that I did. Would my wife or my in-laws have moved it? I could think of no reason for them to have done that. Could my kids have moved it? If they had, I wouldn't even be mad. That would just be impressive. And then it hit me. I had left my keys in the car. I had been so distracted by the flurry of arriving and unloading that I left them in the ignition, and now my car had been stolen. Distractions are a problem. Everyone, everywhere. None of us are immune to the growing cacophony of distractions all around us. Over the last few years, I've asked many people a simple question. Are there more or fewer distractions in our world today than there were 10 years ago? The answer is always a resounding more. We all feel it, and we're drowning in them everywhere we go. It's a problem in the workplace as employers face a distraction epidemic. In 2016, Career Builder conducted a survey on the topic of distractions, asking 2,000 hiring and HR managers to identify the top culprits of workplace distractions. The most common answers aren't surprising. Smartphones led the way at 55%. The internet, named 41% of the time. Gossip, 37%. Social media, 37%. Coworkers dropping by, 27%. Smoking or snack breaks, another 27%. Email, 26%. Meetings, 24%. And noisy coworkers, 20%. Even worse is the direct effect these distractions have on productivity. The article said 3 in 4 employers, which would be 75%, say 2 or more hours a day are lost in productivity because employees are distracted. 43% say at least 3 hours a day are lost. Listen again to that list if you would. Smartphones, internet, social media, email. Several of the items mentioned as common distractions are recent problems, the result of shifting technology, and most employers are still trying to determine their cost. But one thing is clear, there is a cost. And the distractions we face in the workplace are only getting worse. Work isn't the only place we face distractions, though. It's an epidemic in our homes as well. I have too many stories of missing something in my kids' lives because my mind was consumed with something else. I'm distracted and not always present, even when I'm in the same room as my family. I might be mulling over a problem at work, or I could be distracted by my Twitter feed. I guess put this in the category of hashtag parenting fails. Just last week, my wife and I were managing bath time for our little kids when we actually lost one of them. It was only for 5 minutes, so please hold your judgment until you hear the end of the full story. Our youngest son was still learning to walk, and he was finished with his bath and ready for bed. By ready for bed, I mean he was waiting for me to put on his diaper and pajamas. Evidently, he had waited long enough. I was distracted, fixing something on the camera in his room, and somehow I didn't notice him quietly crawling away. In the middle of